Good morning, financial algebra. We are going to cover 8.7, so stock transaction fees. So we're going to kind of build off of the last section on capital gains and losses and that sort of thing. So couple things. A broker fee is how much a stockbroker charges when they sell or trade or purchase something on your behalf. Net proceeds, now this is very different from capital gains or loss. This is the amount of money you actually make after you pay the fees to your broker. So we're going to do some examples that should represent the ones on your homework. So number one, and I'm going to zoom in a little. Joaquin made 3 trades through his online discount broker. ElectroTrade charges X dollars per trade. His first purchase was $24.56 without his fee. Second purchase was $3,000, and his third purchase was $2,119. If the total was $76.23 including fees, what did they charge per trade? All right, so let's first start with the dollar amounts. He made his first purchase for $24.56. Plus $3,000 plus $2,019 plus his broker fees, and he made 3 trades, and it says X dollars. So because he made 3 trades, I'm going to put 3 X dollars, and his total was $76.23. So now that I have it set up, I can solve, right? I can combine all 3 of these amounts, and I get 75 plus 3x equals 76.23. Now I'm going to subtract 75 from each side, and I get that 3x equals 48, so x equals 16. So $16 per trade. Sorry, that's a 6. Next one. Megan purchased $41,655 worth of stock on her broker's advice, and this time is charged 1.5%. So brokers can either charge per trade or they can charge a percent of the sale or trade. She sells it when it increases to $47,300 and uses a discount broker who charges $19 per trade. Compute her net proceeds after the broker fees are taken out. So let's start by calculating her purchase. So she purchased $41,655 plus her broker charged her 0.015% of that sell for a total of, so that's exactly how I would enter it. 41,655 plus 0.015 times 41,655. And so her total after the purchase was $42,279 and 0.825 cents. Now let's go over how much she paid for the sell. So she sold it at $47,300, right? And she paid her broker $19. So that's a $47,319 total. So to find her net proceeds, you take the sale minus the purchase. So in this case, her total sale was that's her purchase. The sale was $47,319 minus, this should have been to subtract. Sorry. So when she purchased it, she paid this much plus her broker's fee. When she sold it for this amount, but she has to subtract her broker's fee, which is $47,281. My bad. So the total, her net proceeds is the amount of sales minus what she purchased it for. And there should be another 2 in here. And then we'll round to the nearest dollar. So 47,281 minus 42,279.825. And her net proceeds are $5,001.18. Next one. Fred is a broker who charges 1% per transaction. A competing online broker charges $26 per trade. If someone's planning to purchase stock, at what price would they be the same? So when would 1% of a sale be equal to $26 per trade? And it doesn't really matter how you set it up. Either way, you're going to divide by the percent. So 26 divided by 0.01 equals $2,600. So that is when the both of them would be the same, because 0.1% of $2,600 is the same as 26 per exchange. So it could be set up like that. Okay? Times one trade, and that's why it's only one right there. So these are equal. 26 equals 26. So the answer is when you make a sale of $2,600, both of these fees are the same. Moving on. So now we're going to go over the difference between a capital loss and net proceeds. So I'm going to start with capital loss, actually. So she purchased a stock for $8,500, but she sold it for $73.24. So you don't take into consideration any broker fees. So let's do $73.24, the sell, minus how much she paid, $8,500. And she has a capital loss of $1,176. And the computer might have you enter it as a negative, $1,176 loss. Now, her net proceeds take into consideration the amount she paid for her broker's fee. So she purchased the stock for $8,500, plus she paid a 0.0125 of that $8,500. So in total, she paid $86.0625. Now, when she sold it for $73.24, but out of those proceeds came what she paid to her broker. So 0.005 of $73.24. So after paying her broker, she only made, times 0.005, she only made $72.8738. So her net proceeds, or her net proceeds in this case this is how much she purchased, this is the sell. So she's going to have a negative net proceeds because she sold it for less than she purchased it for. So if you calculate that difference, $72.8738 minus $86.0625, and she has a negative net proceeds of negative $13.1887. So notice the amounts are different. Capital gain or capital loss does not take into consideration what you paid your broker. So let's try that one again. Number 5, we're going to calculate her net proceeds. And we're going to calculate her capital gain. So let's start with capital gain. It's easier. She purchased 600 stocks at $41. So 600 times 41 equals $24,600. She sold them for $41.75. So 600 times $41.75. She sold them for $25,000 $250. So she has a capital gain of $450. That's technically what she would be taxed on, is the capital gain. What she actually walks away with, or net proceeds, has to take in consideration of the broker fee. So it says here that when she purchased it, which we calculated already was for $24,600, she paid a commissions fee of 1%. So we're going to calculate what she paid in total. So $24,600 times 0.01 plus the purchase price, she actually paid $24,846 because that is the cost of the stock plus her broker fee. When she sold it for $25,050, she paid a flat $30, so $25,020. So her net proceeds are $25 and $20 minus $24,846. She has a positive net proceeds of $174. So even though it's a difference of this gain, she only made $174 because of what she paid her broker. Next one, Michelle Miranda is investing. So the Miranda company pays 0.01 of the purchase price of commission. The Halloran Group charges a flat $13.75. For what dollar amount of stock would Miranda charge double the commission? So when would Miranda be double the 13.75? Let's see if yes. So 0.01x would equal 27.5, and then you're dividing again by that commission, and so 2,750. Number 7. She purchases $32,000 worth of stock and paid her broker 0.75%. So 32,000 times 0.075. No, that's 0.0075. My bad. Plus 32,000, and we'll calculate what she paid in total. So she paid in total $32,240. Then months later she sells, or 2 years later, she sells it for $25,100 and pays $17 per trade, which gives me $25,083. So she has a net loss of $32,240 minus, it's what she sold it for minus what she purchased it for, and she gets a loss of $71,557. Bummer. Last one. All right, so Sal bought X shares of stock for $31.50 per share. So he paid $31.50 per share, so times X, plus he paid 1% of whatever he paid in total, so 0.01 times 31.5. And he in total paid $5,726.70. So we have to now solve for X. So I'm just going to bring 31.5x down. I entered this in my calculator, and I got 0.315x. Then I combined like terms to get 31.815x equals our total. To solve, you divide by the number in front of x, and x equals 180 shares. And that should look like the problems you see on your homework.